What's up guys, it's Brad from Light Architect. Today I want to share and talk about one of my favorite visual effects breakdowns from all the way back in 2008, and that is from the HBO miniseries John Adams. In lieu of some crazy recent innovations in visual effects technology and new groundbreaking AI video generation software like Sora, I think it's nice to look back and appreciate the fundamentals of visual effects compositing and the artistic craftsmanship that went into creating iconic scenes. The 50-person team of artists at CafeFX did a great job that won the Primetime Emmy Award for Best Visual Effects for a miniseries, and by analyzing this impressive breakdown with our knowledge of advancing computer graphics technology, we can only imagine what we could do with even a small team of artists today and some free software like Blender 3D. Let's get into the visual effects of John Adams. As I mentioned, the visual effects for this show was done by CafeFX, and they did the 3D work in Soft Image XSI by Autodesk, which has since been discontinued. They did their tracking in a variety of softwares including Buju, Synthesize, and 3D Equalizer. It's interesting that they also composited in Adobe After Effects and Digital Fusion. Now the reason I think this is interesting is for two reasons. One is because most visual effects companies don't use Adobe After Effects for any kind of advanced compositing. So I think this goes to show that creating great looking visual effects is not all about the software, but the talent of the artist doing the work. The second reason I find this interesting is because Digital Fusion was the precursor to what is now Blackmagic Fusion, an incredibly powerful and user-friendly node-based compositing software that you can get started with for free. I've talked about this software on this channel before, and in my opinion, it's the best budget-friendly visual effects compositing software out there. Now, as you're watching these breakdowns, you probably realize that most of the visual effects in John Adams were used to extend sets and virtual environments. In order to authentically depict the era, the visual effects team had to employ a wide array of techniques, ranging from extending sets, creating virtual environments, and generating 3D crowds to craft matte paintings and even simulating dynamic seas. There is no doubt that these set extensions drastically increase the production value of the show, and this is one of the reasons that I recommend learning how to create digital set extensions as the first visual effect that you should learn as an independent filmmaker. When you are on a budget, visual effects set extensions offer a budget-friendly alternative to building elaborate physical sets, making ambitious projects more feasible. Now, just looking at the breakdown of John Adams, it seems like mostly 2.5D compositing techniques were used in most scenarios. Most of the set extensions were either camera projection on cards in 3D space, which is actually simpler than a full CG render as the lighting isn't actually being calculated, but rather still images or videos that have already been captured are being placed in the 3D environment. This goes to show that you don't always need to create a full CG environment. If things are off in the distance, you can use edited 2D images or video in 3D space to get the job done with less computing power. Even though CG crowds were used in John Adams, many of the crowd elements were shot in plates or on a green screen and composited into the final shot. Revisiting the visual effects achievements of John Adams offers a valuable perspective on the evolution of visual effects in film and television. Despite the remarkable advancements in technology, it's essential to acknowledge the foundational skills and creative ingenuity that were integral to crafting iconic scenes. The recognition garnered by the dedicated team at CafeFX, evidenced by their Primetime Emmy Award, underscores the significance of their contributions to the industry. As we reflect on their work and consider the possibilities afforded by contemporary tools like Blender 3D, it's evident that even with a smaller team, today's filmmakers have immense potential to push the boundaries of visual storytelling. By honoring the past while embracing the future, we can continue to innovate and inspire audiences with captivating visual effects narratives. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or suggestions in the comment section below. Subscribe for more visual effects and filmmaking content, and I'll see you next time.